out again by getting my hips to the mat. He's in a passing position whereby he can pin my leg and then just jump over, which is not good for me. So before he does that, he pins my hip, I put on this overhook or the wizard. Okay. When we played the gi game, we had the underhook and I gripped the belt, but obviously I haven't got the grips in no gi. So my main method of control is coming under the armpit, and my left hand goes in the hip like this. And then we looked at different sweeps and submissions from here. Again, Carl's not going to stay here, and we looked at limp arming to come out. So the best way, just a quick recap, a lot of different ways, right and wrong ways of getting this arm out. If Carl actually just pulls his elbow out straight, I can clamp it with my hand, put my foot on the hip and lift up. There's an arm bar there. Okay? Or sometimes from that wizard he'll bring his elbow in this way. Inside. If he does, there's an arm shoulder lock there. The best way, I think, is to bring your wrist out towards your hip and then limp arm it in. From that position he's going to posture. And then you can start to play his game to pass. So last time we showed you this power grip to stop this, so we're countering this limp arm. So from here, when I see his wrist coming in, my right hand is grabbing the armpit, and my left is grabbing my own wrist. So this not only controls his arm, but it actually controls his body a lot, so then I can kick up, get my feet on his hip, and then I can start to play my game from here, whether it's omoplata, triangle, or whatever. Just last time, remember? But this time, again, people are very quick. From this wizard, he limps arm very, very quickly. Okay? And when I get the grip with this hand, and the Carl's already lifting his hand up, I can't get the power grip, but my left arm is below his elbow. Does that make sense? Because when I got it last time, when I got the grip as he come up, see the way my left arm was above his elbow, I have it tight there. But let's just say Carl's putting his hand out, just keep it there, bro, and it's below his elbow here. I don't have the same control. And one more tug, and he's out. So rather than losing that position, I'm going to switch to the arm drag, okay? So from here, as he limp arms, just slowly, bro, this arm is on the outside, swims into the inside, and I get a C-clamp, this grip here, okay? So from this position, my right hand's coming underneath. Again, it's kind of different in the gi, but just sit up a second. If it's all I need to do is my hand's going to grab this tricep here, and because of the friction of the gi, it's easy for me to get on the back. Unfortunately, with no gi, this, when sweat gets involved, is very, very difficult. And again, a lot of people will post their hand, this leg will come out, and the arm drag to there. I need to adapt it a little bit for no gi. So from there, when I have my wizard and this hand comes in and I get my grip, so I'm here, my right hand doesn't come under the tricep, it comes under the armpit like this. And I bend my wrist up. And from there I'm going to stuff Carl's right hand to this hip, which gives it a big loop. So you have this, now you've got a massive lever. I'm going to take my leg out. And again, he's not going to be bent over like this. Anytime I'm getting into the arm drag position on him here, Carl's going to be posturing. But that's cool, because I'm attached to him. So I'm sticking this into his hip, and even if he's trying to posture up, he's nearly pulling my arse off the mat. All I need is an inch. And from there, I'm just pulling my right elbow in this direction here. So from there, I'm on my elbow. I've made a structure, but I want to get onto the back and secure harness control, and that's difficult when my elbow's there. So what's the detail I do with my knee? I make a platform with it. So again, if I take something away, I'm going to replace it. So my knee comes out and replaces my elbow, so I can actually lock harness control. Okay? I'm going to put my foot between his legs, and from this position I'm just going to tilt them back and around to the back. So we just add in the finishing the rear naked here. I think we covered this in the summer anyway. So again, up harness control. Carl's got two hands on a tucked chin, so I want to make sure that I'm controlling the inside space. So my left hand, the underhook hand, is going to stuff this down, and I clamp it with this leg. Okay. My right hand, Carl has wrist control with his right hand. I'm going to swim inside, so I have wrist control. Pull this hand out. Now all he has is a tucked chin. So I'm pulling this up, and it's a race to see who can get their hand to the shoulder first. So it'll be me. from there, once I get in here, hand comes behind, make a fist, making sure that my elbow is below his chin. And to finish the rear naked, I just connect my elbows. So I'm just doing that. Okay? So again, one more time. So, with my hips pinned, first thing I want to do is, before he passes, I slow his game down by swimming in my whizzer, and my hand goes in my hip. The second card tries to slowly just do his limp arm. I'm finding this, okay? But if he's dragged it too far and my left hand is at his wrist, I'm swimming it to the inside the C-clamp, and my right hand's coming underneath at the armpit, and I make like a bend in my wrist. So again, he'd be posturing, so I'm sticking this into his hip, I take out my foot, and I'm just like a reverse elbow, pulling him back. The detail is, I'm on my elbow, I'm not on my shoulder, because if his head's higher than mine, he's posturing before me. Okay, so when I arm drag him, I'm on my elbow, but it's very hard to come up, because all the weight's on my elbow. So I replace that elbow by bringing my knee out my flat so I can sit up like this. I lock harness control, I'm ear to ear, so there's no space. Foot goes between his legs, and I just tilt them back. Second hook comes in. Okay? So again, from this position, I'll be controlling that inside space by hand fighting. Now all he has is a tucked chin. So I tuck it, clamp it, pull it out. Now all he has is a tucked chin. I'll pull it back. Now it's a race to see who can get their hand to the shoulder first, because I'm controlling the inside space. It's going to be me. Pull it back, find the shoulder. Right hand finds my bicep. Make a fist. Not a hand, because sometimes people do this and try and strip it down, not good. Just make a fist to finish the rear naked. From ear to ear, I connect both elbows to an imaginary point below his chin. One more time. So the snap down, which we showed you last week, we're going to do a seated version of it in a minute, and the arm drag's probably the two main attacks that you'll be doing no-gi butterfly. So, swim inside, I have this, car starts to whizzer, slow it down. If I feel that I'm not going to get the power grip, which was last week's move, I make sure my left hand comes here and grabs the wrist like a C-clamp. Right comes underneath, but not at the tricep. I come underneath the armpit, I stuff it into the hip, the leg comes out, and arm drag. Okay, this finds the hip. So I'm on my elbow to get to my higher on this body. I need to make a frame with my knee, harness control, foot goes between the legs, tilting back, hand fighting, controlling that inside space, arm trap,